Hi, welcome to our show, Tools of Integration with Myoki. My name is Pepine van den Berg and I'm with
Myoki.
Hi.
Hoi.
And we are both natural health practitioners. And we would like to explore tools in this show to relieve anxiety, fear, feelings of stuckness and emotions. And we will hope that you will join us and enjoy the show. Today, my lovely friends, we're going to talk about your writing day. So Myoki, the floor is yours because you are our writing expert.
Whoa.
And we have talked about writing before.
Yep.
And I'm doing a little writing myself, but my focus was mainly on creating the art. So I'm really excited to have the writing as an extra tool for integration today. And what you see here is a nice scheme you can work with of your writing day. So it's so beautiful that we are going to talk you through the morning, during the day, and what you can do before bed. Because there are a few little exercises, not very long. Everybody can do them. The working mom, the busy father, the manager, the burnt out, everybody. Because our series is about tools of integration. Perhaps you're dealing with a lot of emotions, perhaps you're dealing with grief, perhaps you're dealing with stress. So you're not waiting to do all these exercises perhaps, but as we have seen, art, writing, being creative is a great way to deal with daily life stresses. Don't you agree?
I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we have talked before about Julia Cameron.
Yeah, true.
But she has 3 steps you'd like to take us through in the morning.
Yes, but first I want to take you through your materials.
Oh, that's very important as well.
It's important to have paper you like. It's very important to have a pen you like and which you can use for fast writing as well.
Aha.
So that it doesn't stutter.
No.
So it's good to find a pen and paper or a block or a thing you like.
And it's very comfortable in your hand.
That it's comfortable, that you can work with, that you enjoy. It's about enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Find the pleasure. It's not something you have to do during your busy days. It's something you can find rest. It's something you can find de-stress. It's something you might find your red thread in life. What is important to you, what is important for you want to change, or what you want to keep in a period of change. It gives a lot of clarity.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of ways you can use writing as well. Well, this is my writing day, and you can use whatever you want.
Yeah, it's not fixed.
Not fixed, nothing fixed. This is what works for me.
Yeah, yeah.
And maybe it's working for you as well. Or maybe just one thing.
Yeah.
Baby steps also are very fine.
Yeah. Or just in the morning, or just during the day, or just before bed. Being flexible is the key, I think. Yeah. So we have the material and maybe a pencil.
Yeah, I like a Parker pen. That's nice. It feels nice in my hand. It doesn't stutter. It just keeps going.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like this one. When I do the morning pages, I like...
And what are the morning pages for people who don't Haven't heard of the morning pages yet.
The morning pages is a find, I can say, by Julia Cameron. She has a 12-week program and it's called The Artist Way.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very famous book. I went through the book a few years ago and now I'm doing it in a group with a teacher, which gives it a whole new allure.
Yeah.
So it's a rerun, and for me it's a rerun, and I like the rerun because I'm older. I have different preferences. I see different things in the same text.
Mm-hmm.
So I really like it to do
every
few years.
I think with the teacher you have more focus, and there's a date and a time, and
And I'm very pleased that I don't have to go somewhere because it's with Zoom, Zoom.
Yeah.
You have some Zoom meetings during those 12 weeks.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And you start in the morning.
So you start in the morning with the morning pages, and you have your paper and your pen beside your bed, preferably. Mm-hmm. In the first 45 minutes after waking up, because then you still have connection to your dream state. Mm-hmm. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
It's your dreams. It's a different consciousness.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you start writing, you write 3 A4 pages. So I use cheap pages. And go very fast. It's like a brain dump. Mm-hmm. Everything comes up. It doesn't have to be great language. It doesn't have to be the right spelling or the right interpunction. It's just a brain dump. Yeah. And you can also note your dreams, your wishes. Everything comes up. You just note it, and then afterwards you throw it away. Julia Cameron says, 3 A4 pages. Mm. When it's too long for you, you can also put on a timer, like 10 minutes. I'm going to write 10 minutes. Everybody has 10 minutes, I think. Mm-hmm. You write 10 minutes, and when the bleep goes, then you stop and go on with your day. Yeah, that's the first step of her program, to get back in touch with your creativity. To integrate or to reintegrate your creativity, or to get unstuck. Yeah. Maybe that's the word, get unstuck. The second thing she is talking about is the artist date. When I was going through her book by myself, I dumped the artist date fairly quickly.
I've dumped the writing altogether.
No, the writing I liked very much, because ever since I was a little girl, I wrote in my diary and everything. So it's a kind of habit of mine. So I don't have any trouble with that.
I still have to do this habit. So this is a great reminder. But I like going on artist dates. But that was for you.
That was a hurdle for me. Yeah. But now it's fun. And an artist date you do like once a week. Oh. You take yourself, by yourself, so not with anybody else. You take yourself to a place you enjoy. So that might be sitting somewhere with a cup of tea or coffee. You might want to visit a museum. You might want to visit a children's playground and sit there.
Sit on a swing.
Sit on a swing or whatever. Yeah. Doesn't matter. It's actually the inner artist is the same as your inner child. Oh. So you're getting in touch and you're giving voice to that inner child, which usually gets underrated when you grow up. Mm-hmm. Because you also have grown-up things to do. And this little child is getting smaller and smaller and screams harder and harder, and then it stops screaming and you don't have any access to it anymore.
We don't play anymore.
Yeah, so it's important to once a week make some time to take yourself on an artist day, to get in touch with that inner child. So I went to a museum, I went for a walk, I went to a children's bookstore. Ah, yeah. and getting a whole lot of ideas. It brings about a whole lot of playfulness and a whole lot of ideas as well.
Mm-hmm.
And the third,
I want to show you something.
Yep.
I went to the ballet yesterday.
Wonderful.
And I found a pencil with a small mask on it. I love this pencil.
That is cute.
So it's an artist date combined with something artists like a pencil. So I might write my morning pages with my new pencil.
Yeah.
So the third one is
walking. In her first books, like The Artist Way, she talks about the morning pages and the artist dates. And in later books, she also talks about walking.
Yeah.
So take a walk at least once a week.
Okay.
And it's all about getting the energy to flow and to circulate.
Mm-hmm.
And you can walk with somebody or you can walk alone, whatever you want. The artist date is alone.
Yeah.
So do not invite...
I wasn't alone technically yesterday. But the artist date is alone, and walking
can be alone, can be with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I like this, those three things, because it really brings about a feeling of integration and flow and getting in touch. And if I miss out on one of them,
mm-hmm.
I feel like I missed something.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel right.
No.
So it's really a way to get used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A tool of self-care, and
it's absolutely self-care.
Yeah, and taking care of your inner child and waking up your creative juices.
Yeah. And I think when you grow up and you have an upbringing like I had, like you have to study and work hard, a very important part gets lost or gets to the background.
Yeah.
And sometimes it takes some time to get it back on the forefront again.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just take your pick. Some people say, I don't want to write, I don't want to go on artist date. What are you talking about? I want to walk.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
Yeah.
You know, all
you have
fine.
options.
All options. And it's just about getting in touch with yourself, with your body, with your breath, with your inner child, with your creative juices, just to get the energy flowing. It's about flow, getting back into the flow.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's something I like the program. I really like it.
Yeah, and also to do in the morning when you just find closure for the night, find energy. That's just the morning pages, but going on a date and the walking, starting up your day, that's great.
Yeah. You can also walk in the evening or say, I only have time to walk once a week. Fine, you know? Mm-hmm. Just do something.
Yeah, yeah. And getting out of this, a freeze state perhaps, when you're in a frozen state, when you feel helpless, when you feel, just borrow a little bit of energy from your sympathetic state and go outside. Or can you just, is it also the exercise of walking? Can you walk around your room?
Oh, well, I would advise to go out.
Mm-hmm.
You can also take your morning pages somewhere else.
Yeah.
Change the room.
Yeah.
You can also say, okay, I feel like writing now, and go to a coffee bar, or go to a park, or going to the forest to write, and sit beside a tree. Yeah. So you have different energies, different impulses, and it influences your writing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's different from meditating and sitting still.
Yeah, you could say it's an active
Active
form of meditation to write in the morning.
Yeah.
And to do it in first 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great. So, what do we do during the day?
During the day,
The whole day. Yeah.
a few times a day, I draw stamps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This, mini mini.
Yeah.
And then I write how I feel.
Ah.
I feel happy, I feel sad, I feel angry, I feel loved, I feel ignored, I feel whatever it is I feel.
Mm-hmm.
And I do it several times a day.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day you can see it's not, I had a bad day. No, because there's a lot of mood swings in between.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's about getting in touch with all the different states you can get into.
Yeah. Yeah.
So to try to feel and try to make the difference. A day is not all bad or all good or all happy or all sad.
No.
It has many, many changes, and it can change like this.
Yeah, in an
Boom.
instant. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's also a way to get to know yourself and your states.
Yes.
And what helps to get you out of a certain state.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also if something comes back a lot, like I feel sad or something, that you can start to distinguish what it is that makes you sad and what it is you want to change.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But before you can change anything, you must know what it is.
Yeah. Be conscious of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is not, this whole program, as you will, is not about writing as I'm going to write a book, I want to become a writer. No. It's really about getting to know yourself, getting back in touch with yourself. It's about expanding your consciousness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's also change your habits.
Yeah.
And maybe to more healthier habits, I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah. And I told you about my, I have a guilty pleasure with all these technical gadgets. So I have this Fitbit watch and an app. And in my app I have also stamps in the form of smileys. And during the day I can write down what my mood is.
Yeah.
So instead of using a pen and paper, I can do it in my app.
However you do
However I want.
it. Whatever you want.
So now I have a use for my my app. Yeah. and track my mood, because you're right. Everything begins with becoming conscious.
Yeah.
Of your mood, of your emotion, of how you feel. And then you can change your state.
Yep.
Yeah. And see what works.
Yeah. And for everybody that might be different.
Yeah.
As somebody wants to write, somebody wants to draw, somebody wants to walk, somebody
Yeah.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't matter, it's just do it.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
want to invite you to do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
And to do what makes your inner child happy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you get to know yourself.
Yeah.
And you're, yeah, absolutely. So that's what you can do during the day. Very great exercise.
And it doesn't take long, you know. It's just like a minute or so. So when you're working, you can go to the toilet and fill in your app or write it down.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is, or take 3 deep breaths.
Yeah.
Also okay.
Yeah.
It's just that standing still for a moment and check in with yourself.
Yeah.
And then go back and go about your day.
Yeah.
It's every time just take a pause.
Yeah.
Instead of running, you know. Most people are running from the day or from the moment they open up their eyes.
Yeah.
busy mind's busy. Busy, busy, busy.
And
Busy bees.
when we look at animals, they don't do that at all.
No.
No. Even birds, you see them busy with their feathers or sitting together. And there's action and there's rest.
Yeah.
And even cats and dogs.
Yeah.
We can learn so much from them. Ooh. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so now we've tracked our mood all day.
Yes.
And then it's time for bed.
Hooray! Yes, and before, this is what I do. You can do whatever you like. This is what I do and what I like to do as well. It makes me happy. I like to write down 3 things I'm grateful for that day, because that's a tremendous mood changer as well.
Yeah.
And it's also nice to find different things every day.
Yeah. It's a challenge.
It's a challenge. Sometimes it's a challenge, and sometimes it becomes easier. Time ago, I had the Attitude of Gratitude group on Facebook. So in the morning, I posted a little quote that had to do with gratitude, and in the evening, 3 things I was grateful for, and people could react to it or give their 3 things. It was wonderful. I did it for a year, and then I was thinking, okay, now you can do it. To change a habit takes about 90 days. Those are 265 days, so you must be able to do it right now.
Yeah.
But I kept doing it because it gives me a wonderful feeling.
Yeah.
Yes, I have a roof over my head, and I'm grateful for that. I have my dog. The weather has been nice. I've clothes to wear. I've got food. I was able to go for a walk or for a drive, or
Yeah.
I was very grateful to see the first daffodil or whatever.
Yeah.
It can be from very small to very big.
Yeah.
So I really like to do it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what I also like to do is those little poems.
Those 11-word poems.
Yeah. Can I write on this one?
Yeah.
So you start with 1 word, 2 words, 3 words, 4 words, and 1 word again.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like a summary of the whole day. And it can be loose words, 11 words, just random, what comes to your mind.
Yeah.
And it can be like a sentence. And it's a very comprised way to close your day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you don't have to pick up your block and your pen and write all kinds of story. No. It's been this kind of a day in 11 words.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I love something that is short, sharp, and what works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
I think everybody does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially when people are so busy these days. It doesn't work to say write 3 pages also in the evening. No. Because the kids have to go to bed, you have to go to the sports school, you have to whatever.
Yeah, or you're tired. That's my excuse for the last 3 weeks. That I'm tired and I have a headache. No time for anything creative. And then you should. I know, and then you should. Yeah.
No, you don't have to do, or you shouldn't have to do anything. Just as long as you're aware of what you're doing.
Yeah.
If
the awareness was there.
If you are aware of the fact that you're avoiding.
Yeah.
Also okay, because then it's a conscious choice.
Yeah.
And then next day you might make another choice, like, okay, I'm tired, I have a headache, I'm still gonna do it.
Yeah.
Also conscious
It's
choice.
also changed the habit.
Yeah.
Changing the habit.
And it's, you know, it's in one way it's a serious thing, and the other thing is also play with it.
Mm.
Don't take it too seriously.
Yeah.
You know, get to know yourself in a playful way.
Yeah.
And maybe if you consciously didn't do the evening routine, maybe you wake up in the morning or the next morning and you write down why you didn't do it.
Yeah.
Like, because you take it back, you take it through the night.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you. Yeah. And then you have another chance.
Oh, every day is another chance. Why every minute is another chance?
Yeah. Yeah. But what is 11 words? What is 3 things to be grateful for? And
Well,
write that down.
for somebody it can be difficult, like when you're very depressed or when you're sick or when you, I don't know, for some people that might be
Yeah.
a difficult thing to do.
Yeah. And sometimes you're grateful when you
Laying in
like
bed.
yeah, like now I have a little cold, not very seriously, but then when I'm better, I can't imagine how it feels when I'm better, then I can be so grateful that I'm not feeling this stuffy nose in my throat. And yeah, because you can be extra grateful when you've seen the downside of something. Yeah, when you can be grateful for the light when you know what it's like to be in the dark. Huh? Yeah. Speaking about that, and after I've stabilized my my swinging cam, we have a love letter to yourself.
Yes.
Also a small exercise before bed.
A very small exercise. I have a special booklet for this. It's reused paper.
Yeah, recycle.
Recycled paper and a recycled tea bag.
Oh!
And I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
Because when I saw it, I was thinking, that's a good thing for my love letters to myself.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that wonderful?
A lovely small book.
Lovely small booklet.
Yeah.
No lines in it, so I can... Yep. So with this, might take 5 minutes or something. So you go sit with your back straight up.
Mm-hmm.
And you check in with yourself, with your physicality, how your body feels, how your emotion feels. Check in where your breath is going.
Mm-hmm.
For like 2-3 minutes, you know, like when you're sitting longer, you can feel your bones going deeper in the chair you're sitting in.
Mm-hmm.
And then you come back and you take your booklet and your favorite pen, and then you start writing a love letter. So like, dear Pepine, I see you. And you start writing for maximum of 2 minutes.
Oh,
And
so
then you
sweet.
end.
Yeah.
You end the letter to yourself, you close your book, go to sleep.
Yeah.
So I was taught this this thing during one of my writing trainings, and it makes you very soft inside. It makes you more acceptant towards yourself, towards the things you feel, towards your body, towards your emotions, towards your thoughts. I love doing it because you go to sleep with a satisfied heart, with a soft heart.
Yeah.
And I think that's important to really close the day and go to sleep, maybe catch some beautiful dreams, wake up in the morning and make a new start. It's about the cycle. To get to know the cycle in you, in your physicality, in your emotions, in your thoughts, but it's also getting in touch with the cycle on a outside through the seasons, because the whole life is one big cycle from birth to death.
Mm-hmm.
And get back in touch with that instead of that linear thinking and wanting to push something's cycle in a
in a straight line.
In a straight line, which is not working and
No.
which gives only stress.
Yeah.
And I think it's important, especially in times like this, when there's, whether it's with virus or whether it's with war, is to take a step back and get back in touch with and feel what's important to you.
Yeah.
So it can fill you up, and when your cup overflows, that's when you can feed somebody else.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If your cup isn't overflowing, then it's going empty. And I think it's about filling yourself up, get back in touch with your own playfulness, with your own happiness, and start sharing it.
Yeah. Yeah. So you go to sleep with also with a fuller cup than you might went to bed.
Yeah.
With.
Yeah. It's not just going to bed, it's really consciously closing the day.
Closing the day. Yeah.
You know, setting a line and then going to the next cycle.
Yeah, very healthy. Wow.
But this is my way. There are many, many other ways to get you to writing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
This is my way. This is what works for me at this moment.
Yeah.
Might change. I don't know.
Well, keep us posted.
Yeah. Well, life is changing continuously. So.
Yeah, talking about cycles.
Yeah.
And but I feel very motivated to do this and start doing this.
Yeah. It's about take something that might work for you, and if it doesn't work, find something else.
Yeah.
It's like finding the right pen and the right paper.
Yeah. Making time.
Yeah. You need time and rest to get back in touch.
Yeah. Yeah. During the day and before bed. Yeah, I feel totally motivated to. And I think for you, it's now it's become a habit. It's also it's something you're used to now during your day to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And the moment I feel I'm losing, I'm doing this at an automatic pilot. I stop doing it, and I find something else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's really about expanding this consciousness. And if you're doing something on an automatic pilot, it's closing down.
Yeah. It's not. It's not expanding anymore. It's not expanding your consciousness.
No.
No. Okay. Well, thank you so much for sharing your writing
You're
day.
very welcome.
So everybody have fun.
Have fun trying out.
Yeah, and keep us posted how you feel and how it's helping you integrate. Okay, see you next time.
See you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.